Hey guys, it's Lisa from This Pilgrim Life, and I am going to show you this week's grocery haul. I did my grocery shopping at my two favorite places, Costco and Whole Foods. However, one of them I did something that I've never done before, and I'm going to share that with you. I'm also going to go ahead and walk you through kind of my meal planning process and how I am working through my grocery budget, trying to figure out what is a reasonable budget for us. If you follow me on Instagram, which I would love for you to do that if you don't already. I've been talking in my stories about my process right now and how I'm trying to rein in our grocery spending, but also figure out a grocery budget that is reasonable and appropriate for us. So if you don't already know, we have 5 kids. My husband works from home, I work from home, we homeschool, so that's a lot of eating all day long. And we try to prioritize eating real foods, lots of fruits and vegetables and healthy foods like that. So all of that goes into our grocery budget and figuring out what is a good grocery budget for us. So I don't have a final number yet. I'm gonna give it a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, and just try to figure out what is working for us and kind of tweak it and see what we need to do. But when I figure out a final budget number, I will definitely share that with y'all. But for now, let's just see what I got this week, what we're going to be eating, and I'll show you some of the resources that are available on the blog. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. That's always much appreciated. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and anything that I share, whether it's recipes or printables that are available on the blog, my cookbook, all of those things are going to be linked down below in the video description. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around because the first part of my groceries is out here on my front porch. Okay guys, so I was super meticulous this week with, like I said, trying to figure out a grocery budget. So everything that I got was on my list. I didn't get any splurge purchases or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you the Costco first. So we actually went to Costco today and I picked up all of these groceries. And then I'll show you what came in my Whole Foods delivery. I did actually go to Costco before church on Sunday. Today is Monday when I'm recording this. So I got some peanut butter crackers and some of these fig bars, and you can see we've already started eating some of these, but these are just some snacks, and these are gonna last more than 1 week. I got some organic sugar from Costco. This is $8 for a 10-pound bag of organic sugar. And I keep a little jar filled up in my pantry of sugar, and then I put the rest of this in the freezer. And again, that's gonna last us a long time. I got some organic diced tomatoes. I use this for a lot of different things. This week I'm going to be using it at least for one recipe, and that is the cheeseburger all the way pasta from my cookbook. I got some organic broccoli. This is just a really easy side dish, but I'm going to be using it tonight to make the garden soup, the creamy garden soup, also from my cookbook. So we're having that for dinner tonight, and I needed some broccoli. Heavy cream is something that I always like to have on hand. I use it in soups. I use it to make fresh whipped cream, and then just, you know, like ice cream and stuff in the summer, we use it to make homemade ice cream. Maple syrup, again, something I always like to have on hand. We use a lot of natural sweeteners in our baking and whatnot, and maple syrup is one of my favorite natural sweeteners. I got 2 gallons of milk, and again, I already bought 1 gallon yesterday, so we usually do about 3 gallons a week. One of these is going to be turned into yogurt right away, so probably when I get off the video, I'll start that. I got 2 whole chickens, and this was $20 for 2 organic whole chickens from Costco. I am almost out of chicken stock, so this was a must because I'm going to roast the chicken, and then I'll use the meat just during the week, probably for lunches, make like chicken salad, put it on salads, nachos, things like that, and then go ahead and turn at least one of those carcasses into stock. I got some strawberries, and this, I was kind of under a time crunch, so we did get farm fresh strawberries last week, but I went ahead and grabbed these because I have a recipe that I need to go ahead and make again and shoot for a strawberry pie. So I got these from Costco. This unsalted butter, I got 4 pounds, and this is, I want to say it's about $12 for 4 pounds of butter. So it's really not a bad price. I'll put one of these in the fridge, and then the other 3 will go in my freezer until we're ready to use them. I use this butter for baking, cookies, bread, things like that. And then we use Kerrygold for cooking and spreading. So I want to say this was about $7 for 2 pounds of Kerrygold. Some cheddar cheese. This is another thing that we always like to have on hand. I use this for all kinds of recipes. Mozzarella cheese. So at Costco, it comes in this big bag like this. And this was something where I didn't know, in keeping my budget down, if I should get a smaller amount, but it's really such a good price. And I'm gonna just put one of these in the freezer, and I know that we will use this all during the month. So this is, let's see, 5 pounds of shredded mozzarella cheese for $10. I got some of these baby Bella mushrooms. This is something we always have on hand. And again, I'm going to be putting these at least in the cheeseburger all the way pasta later this week. Got some tomatoes, some bell peppers. We use these for a lot of different things. The black bean and spinach egg rolls that we're going to be making later this week. If you haven't tried that recipe, it is an amazing recipe. It's been a family favorite for at least 8 years. So definitely want to check that out, but I'm going to need a pepper for that. And then this bag of super greens. Now, if you follow me for long, you know that I love these greens, and I literally put them in just about everything. So this was $6 for 1.5 pounds, and we will use these for a lot of different things. I think the only other Costco items was we did buy a case of Spindrift. We love this water. It's sparkling water, but it's just sparkling water and fruit. Unlike a lot of other flavored sparkling waters, it's literally, you can see the ingredients there, carbonated water and then fresh lemon juice, no sugar added, but it's also not filled with natural flavors, which can be an umbrella for a lot of different things that you don't really know what they are. So these are on sale right now at Costco. They're $4 off for a box of them. So we went ahead and got some of these. Now the only other thing are paper towels from Costco. So we got this huge thing, 12 giant rolls for $16. So those are going to last us a really long time. Okay, so that's my Costco haul. I'm going to go ahead and open up these Whole Foods bags so I can show you what is inside here. Okay, so I got 5 bags of groceries, and because I have a Whole Foods price list, I know that all the prices were the same as they would be in the store, but delivery was free. And because I was a new user, I got $10 off. So really excited about this new service. I got 2 bags of organic Gala apples. This will last us just 1 week, these 2 bags. My kids, they almost always have 1 apple a day. I got some pasta. Whole Foods is my favorite place to get pasta because they have organic pasta at a really great price. This box of penne was like $1.50, and this bag of elbow macaroni was only $1.09. So it's a really great price and a really great product as well. I also always get my beef broth from Whole Foods. And then I got some long grain white rice. I keep a variety of rice on hand, but I'm going to be using this one later this week for the honey chicken and rice dish out of my cookbook. Speaking of honey chicken and rice, I was out of sesame oil, so I went ahead and added that to my list as well. I also like getting the organic yellow onions. So this bag was $3 for 3 pounds. And then I got some red potatoes. And again, I always get potatoes at Whole Foods because they have organic. Potatoes are on the Dirty Dozen list. And if you don't know what that means, it's just a list of produce that has a higher usage and higher likelihood of having like pesticide residue and things. So I try to get potatoes organic as much as possible. So this bag I think was either $6 maybe for 5 pounds. And I got some flour. This is $3.29 for 5 pounds. And I really like having this. I do grind my own flour some, but I also really like having that on hand as well. I should have more than one potato. I might have chosen the wrong thing, so maybe I just got one potato. I got some tomato paste. If you don't already know, using a tube of tomato paste, which is what this is a great way to use tomato paste, because then you don't have to worry about what you're going to do with the rest of the can. So this will just stay in my fridge and it lasts a really long time. I'm going to be using it this week for that cheeseburger all the way pasta. And then I was out of molasses, and that's something, this is another natural sweetener that I like to always try to have on hand. And then I've got my cooler bag here. I mentioned the black bean and spinach egg rolls. This is what we're going to use for that. And then a couple of wrappers that I have extra, I'm going to fry and serve on top of egg drop soup. I got a green onion package, 4 zucchini, and a couple of lemons. That was my 8-year-old's request, was for lemons. And then bananas. And they did the bananas, there's your red onion. They did the bananas by individual. So that's it. So the only thing that I noticed that is wrong, which I'll just have to go back and double check, is I thought that I was supposed to get a bag of organic potatoes. So I will double check that. But there's my Whole Foods haul delivered right to my doorstep. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a really brief overview of how I did my menu planning this week. I used these meal planning pages that were the pre-order bonus for my cookbook. So everyone who pre-ordered my cookbook got these planning pages. And I'm sharing this now because even if you didn't pre-order, these are going to be available on my blog. I'm hoping in a few weeks to maybe a month they'll be available for you to purchase. But this is what I used. So I am doing week 1 from the summer meals. So this week we're having creamy garden soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, sweet honey chicken and rice with green beans, cheeseburger all the way pasta, and black bean and spinach egg rolls. So the plan gives you 4 meal ideas, but then if you plan on cooking more than 4 nights, then you can just add to it. So this was really easy because I did not have to think of any meals. It was already planned out for me. Now to actually do my shopping list, I used this kitchen essentials checklist, and this is available on the blog. It's available already filled in or as a blank option. So what I did on Friday, a couple of days ago now, is I just went through and I made a note of the things that I was out of. So I put a check mark if I had it stocked in my kitchen, and then I highlighted it if I was out of it. So the green highlights are Costco and the yellow highlights are Whole Foods. I used my price list, which I have a price list between price comparison between Aldi and Costco. And so even if the prices have changed a little bit, they're still going to be really close. So I was able to use this to kind of predict how much I was going to spend. I also have a price list for Whole Foods, and this compares Whole Foods prices to Harris Teeter and Walmart, so you can see how their prices compare. They're actually really reasonable. So I used my price lists to fill in, and I just wrote down like how much everything was, and then use that to kind of add up and see what we could get this this week. And this became the shopping list that I actually used at the store. So guys, I hope that that was helpful. Maybe just gave you some fresh inspiration. And as I've already said a number of times, I will keep you guys posted on my journey this summer to finding a good grocery budget that fits our family. One last thing that I'll say about my grocery budget that I haven't already said, my goal is not to spend the least amount of money possible. We prioritize healthy food, so even if our grocery budget is a little bit more than it could be, I'm okay with that because I would rather spend more on really good quality food and maybe save money in other ways and other parts of our overall budget. So I did just want to make that clear. I want to save money. I don't want to spend more than we need to, but I also don't want to slash our budget so much that we can't afford good food and fresh produce and all of those things. Okay, I am going to say one more thing. So I did my shopping at the beginning of the week, and one of the things that was making us spend so much more money was because we were doing a lot of like midweek random trips to the store, and I'm gonna try to avoid that because that was what was causing us to spend a lot more money. So if we need anything later this week, I'm just gonna do I'm gonna use Instacart and order it online so that we don't even have to go to the store and we can avoid impulse purchases. You can see the chickens in the backyard, or the front yard, I should say. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I definitely appreciate that. And if you want to see more just like day-to-day glimpses and tips and tricks and recipes and things like that, make sure you're following me on Instagram and Facebook. I do a lot of videos over there as well. Okay, I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you guys later.